The self-love movement has failed. What self-love is right now is the same thing as it was before the whole self-love movement started. It has completely backfired. Listen, if you're into self-love and you're trying to get to know yourself and really be at inner peace with yourself right now, I want you to listen to this video because you might be following instructions that are the exact opposite of what will actually get you to self-love. The whole reason self-love started was because people were tired of the fact that if you were seen as confident, it was considered selfish or go humble yourself. And I think that is really stupid. But self-love is being misunderstood for what it actually is because people are using it as an excuse to be obnoxious. And yes, it could just be for views, it could just be for clout, whatever it is. People have started to define self-love as posting about yourself all the time. Or I know people who will say out loud, "I'm so hot." People are just starting to think that this is normal self-love. This is the exact opposite. Self-love is quiet because self-love is between you and yourself. And I hate that people are thinking that self-love is posting about yourself and showing people that you love yourself. You love yourself. But really, that's the same thing. You don't love yourself because you still need people's validation to feel good about yourself. Self-love is giving yourself your own validation. Listen, I love myself because I love God and I know what my passions are and I go and follow them. But I don't need you to think that I love myself. I'm not so desperate for you to believe that I love myself. And the only examples that we're seeing of what self-love is people being desperate for you to believe that they love themselves. And that's the exact opposite of what self-love is. Because if you really loved yourself, why would you be so desperate for people to believe that? Self-love looks different for everyone. That's why it's so weird that it's a movement. The movement lets people tell you how to love yourself, but I can't tell you how to love yourself because that's between you and yourself. I think it's great that the self-love movement is happening because we're becoming more aware of it and we're also figuring out, kind of as a society, how to balance humbleness and also confidence and self-love. But now that people can weigh in on it themselves, people are just starting to use the whole idea of self-love as an excuse for flaunting their insecurities. We're humans. We've all done things for validation. But now that we have the excuse of loving ourselves, we can just post as many selfies as we want. But that's so unhealthy to consider self-love as displaying yourself in hopes of people validating you. It's unhealthy to do that, but it's also unhealthy to really think that. I'm scared people are out there really thinking that because I'm pretty sure I used to actually think that way. I hope this video was of value to you and I hope you learned something because I think it's really important to define where this whole self-love is coming from because it comes from you. You are the start to your own self-love. And whenever anyone says about their own self-love could be a lie and you don't know what it looks like only until you look at yourself.